Right, here's the third part of the function gen project, and this is the final one as I have finished building it. As you can see here, start from this corner, we got the transformer, we got the power coming here, we got the bridge rectifier, smoothing capacitors, and at the back here you got the heatsink for the pass transistors for the voltage regulators. Then you gotta come in here to the regulator board. It's got the LM317 and LM337, plus or minus 5.2, plus or minus 20 volts, and in the corner there you got plus 44 volts, and you got the pass transistor connected to the chassis. Doesn't get hot at all because there's not that much voltage drop and there's not that much amperage being drawn from the plus 44. It's only about half an amp. Still quite a bit, but stone cold, does not get hot whatsoever. You got the oscillator here. You got the oscillator going into down here, which is the input for the filter and the divider. And then you got the output from the divider coming here, again going into the another section of the filter and divider. Then you got the output coming out. The output is going all the way to the bottom there to the amplifier. The output of the amplifier is coming to the reverse voltage protection, and from the reverse voltage protection going all the way to the front panel. As you can see here, they got a free output. As I don't have a counter on this, I've put 3 outputs, so one goes to the counter, so I know what frequency the function gen is at, and I got 1 and I got 2 for displaying, obviously getting the output to whatever that I'm using the function gen for. At the moment, as you can see here, it's on 266 megahertz. I can ramp it up, going up, going up. 484 megahertz. So I can come down, say I want 100 megahertz, so I want 200 megahertz. I got down here. I can come up. There you go, 300 megahertz. As you can see, very stable. The counter has been on for about a couple of hours, so the overnight oscillator has been settled. Okay, that's that. And if I go to my scope, I don't know how good it's showing on the scope here. You can see as I'm increasing the frequency. By the way, this scope goes only to 400 megahertz. At the moment I am 300, and the scope, that's 400 megahertz, so obviously after that it won't show anything. I'm coming down now. Okay, here we are. Okay, so I'm at 308 megahertz. You can see here, this is the knob for the divider. So if I go down here, if I come down, there we go, 154, 77, 38, and then what I gotta do, I gotta switch from input B to input A. Oh. There we go. There we go. 25, 51, 103, 12, 6.4. Okay, and then what I can do, I can tune. There we are. There we go. Going down. Oh, it's going into some weird ass. Oh, got a difference, sorry. There we are, 177 megahertz, 88, 44, 22, 17, 5.5, and I can come all the way down. If I go one down, there we go, 98 kilohertz. So there we are. That's what it looks like. All done. That's the power switch here. You can turn the power switch off. You can see it's gone. If I turn it on, there we are. So that's the function gen. Oh, we're done. Go. This whole thing, all the parts that I bought on eBay, cost me about I think with delivery altogether with about 70, 75, 80 pound. To have a function gen can go up to 400 megahertz for 480 megahertz for about 80 pound. It is a bargain. Yeah, granted I don't get all the functionality of a proper function generator where you got like down here, you got amplitude, you got different steps, you got the sweep functions and stuff like that. This is just a bare bone function gen, just for the frequency basically, nothing else. But still, for the amount I've paid, this is a bargain. And it's gonna go between, I think here, I'm gonna put it between my scopes. And this is another shot of I've just changed things around in my room. As you can see here in that corner there, that's my logic analyzer. One of the Tektronix scope, another one. I got the Vela soldering station, my power supply, another power supply, frequency counter, function generator, another power supply. And that corner there we have soldering station, hot air gun, function generator, and my Regal oscilloscope. And down there is all the parts that I have. And you got parts there, you got a lot of parts under there, you got a lot of parts in there, you got a lot of parts in there, and you have a lot of parts in that side too. At the moment my room is a mess because of this project, but it's all done now. And that's it from me. Goodbye, and thank you very much for following this project.